What's up? Welcome back, Donatello's Workshop. So, I am the proud new owner of a B4. Yeah, I was wanting a B4 or a B3 or a B2. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't want a B2 or a B3? But they were a little harder to procure in the condition that I wanted. And this was a rolling chassis, and it was not so pristine that, like, I'm gonna run it, obviously. I already have, actually, too, on this stock spur gear. I didn't need it to be so pristine, but I also wanted it to be in very good condition, which it was. And pretty well sorted, well built. Geometry was already decent. All that really mattered to me was that the tranny was pretty solid and the diff, and so I didn't have to immediately just do a tranny rebuild, you know what I mean? And it had a servo, and it's a decent servo. It's decently quick. It's a nice rig. I put these electronics in it. You have to go low profile mode on your speed control because there's not a lot of room under the body at all. So I took the fan off the top and put it on the side. It's working out. It still pushes up on the body a tiny bit, but it's not bad. It's better than it was. So yeah, I like it. It's fun. It handles really, really well. The geometry was already pretty well dialed. I did a few things. I put a little toe out on the front. I cambered the rear just a smidge, like 0.5 in. And I topped the shocks off with 50 weight oil, or 45 weight oil actually. And so, yeah, it feels really good. This thing corners and turns and rotates so nice. So yeah, these are fun little rigs, and wish I could race it, but I'm gonna just kind of street bash it a little. So I've got this, what is this, a 78 tooth spur? Yeah, I got a couple different spurs to choose from coming, and I'm gonna experiment with the gearing, because even with this 23 tooth pinion and this 81 tooth spur gear here, which was stock already on it, Octalock here, it's not nearly fast enough, so at least not for me. So we're gonna try this, and I've got an assortment of pinions to choose from as well. And so we're just gonna kind of get a decent pinion on here with the 78 tooth spur, and we'll go from there. Kind of experiment a little. So yeah, let's throw it on. What's up, Bear? I have wanted a B3 or B4 for a while now. And I got this for a really good deal on eBay. Yeah, the dude was nice, went back and forth, asked me a few questions. Very nice guy, very good value for the condition it was in, and almost ready to run. I already had some electronics kind of picked out for it, and you know, I had already got them coming, actually, because I've got a dirt cross kit on the way. So I'll be putting some focus into that and document the build a little bit just for funsies, and probably get some run footage of it for the maiden run. I love these Octalock setups. Don't you guys love these? They're so freaking easy to deal with and work with. So nice. And let's see, I had a 1.5 millimeter driver from this set here that you see, and the freaking tip broke off just the other day when I was putting this pinion on. So I had to order another tip for it. Well, you know, another driver to go in that system, and this is not the right one. Wow. So it's probably this little guy. I'm pretty sure I got all of the tip out. What a pain, man. It was crazy. I had to dig the rest of the tip out of the frickin' grub screw. Is this gonna fit? Yeah. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, there we go. Thank God. I always worry about those, especially when they're worn. That is an old 23 tooth pinion that I've just freaking had forever. It goes, I've used it in everything for like testing and till I decide on my gearing, and so it's just old. Oh, which one was it? This one? Let's see. Yeah. So, yeah, let's, we'll put the spur on first, and we'll see what kind of room we have to work with, and then we will pick a pinion gear. So looks like we've got a 78 tooth here, which is perfect. So from 81 to 78 should be perfect. These pads are in decent shape. So yeah, the guy, we're going back and forth. It was a decent deal. I asked him a few questions on the tranny, if it, you know, was, the diff was smooth and this and that, and it was only lightly driven. So yeah, lightly driven. So I was like stoked. I'm like, hook it up. And now I am the proud new owner of this badass little B4. No, this isn't gonna play the game, is it? Play the game. Let's see if I can do it this way. Should just, there we go. That back one on. Yeah. Not really. Sometimes these are, yeah. You can get that first one seated. This one's pretty easy. Yeah, these pads are in good shape. Try to keep the oils and stuff off of them. Yeah, that one's easy because it's got those deeper grooves. There was no spacer on this, and so I'm trusting that it doesn't need it. And like I said, I drove it yesterday, a whole pack through it, and the slipper felt good. Gonna go all the way tight and then back it off like a half turn. Maybe just a little more. There was no gear cover, which is fine. I've got one coming. Just make sure there's no wobble. And oh man, that's perfect. These setups are so nice. Grab my 2. Kind of get this backed off and ready to adjust for whatever pinion I decide here. Okay, let's see what it likes. So I've got even up to a 31 and a 32. I doubt there's the 32. Let me put it in this pile. There's the 31. And the rest of them in there, I got some 64 pitch for the RS4s. And the little other little pinions for this and that. But I think what I had in mind to start was like 27 or 28. Yeah, here's a 28. Let's try this one first. And you know, space is always a consideration, adjustability. So there we are. Oh wow, yeah, that looks like that'll all like fit just about perfectly. So yeah, we'll try 28 first. See how it goes. Very good. I'll leave that in there, actually. So what did we take out of there? Yeah, 81. Gonna keep track of where we're at, right? Get a bunch of spurs for the PR. Man, that PR has been fun. I have driven the living piss out of that thing, and it just takes it. Just takes the abuse. This is gonna be another one that I'm gonna really drive quite a bit. I really like these B4s. I mean, essentially, the only difference was this has the one-piece molded kick up into the chassis. See, that's the only difference between the B4 and the B3 and B2 was the molded one-piece kick up into the chassis. Something about how much yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Nice. Bunch of new pinions to work with. Some 48 pitch stuff. Got quite the stock of parts going now. Yeah, these hubs look great. The hub carriers, I mean, this car is in great shape, but it's not so pristine that you wouldn't want to run it. And these are very durable. They're not so old that they're brittle. I really like the B4. Tell me what you guys think about the B4 in the comments. What are you guys building next? What have you been working on? Like I said, I'm pretty excited for the dirt cross. It should be here tomorrow, and then I'll start it this weekend probably. And I've got Surpass for that too. Surpass here. This one's 90 amp. The one I'm putting in the dirt cross is 60 amp. It'll be plenty. And the motor is the 4350 kV motor, so that's kind of a perfect matchup for me. You can gear it up, but you know, you can't gear it up too high. You gotta watch the heat on it. But this one is 3250 kV on this rocket, and so you can gear the living piss out of it. I mean, I ran it with the stock set up and it didn't even get warm. Like, I ran a whole pack through and it wasn't even lukewarm. It was insane. Isn't that a 2mm? No, guess it's a 2.5. Oh yeah, it's something obscure actually. It's this. I'd like to figure out something different for the battery retainer here. The thumb screws are just fine for me. I like this style of battery retainer, but I mean, nothing wrong with the thumb screw style. So this is a bit of a tight fit, but it does fit. So I don't know how long this servo is going to last. What was I driving the other day? Oh yeah, I didn't film it or anything, but I was driving my RC10 Gold Pen A stamp like Sunday, and I hit like a bump weird coming out of a driveway, and it cartwheeled. And the servo finally went kaput, and that was the servo that I've had in there forever since the original build. And so I put a really nice high torque 30 kilogram, I mean really nice relatively speaking. It was one of those Amazon specials, you know, that you can get 2 of them for 30 bucks. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it's relatively quick and nice high torque, metal geared, and so, you know, compared to what was in there, yeah, it's nicer. It's definitely nicer. And then I kind of reworked the steering geometry on it. So yeah, the RC10 Gold Pen A stamp is running really good right now. It's a lot of fun. It's over geared though. I do have another spur. I'm gonna gear it down a smidge because it's does this sound weird, but it's like slightly over geared. It's too fast. It doesn't need to be that fast. I mean, goodness gracious. Yeah, so I'll be gearing that down. I love these 212 Spectrum receivers, you guys. They're freaking sweet. I wish that kind of just stick right there, but there we go. All right, let's throw the body on. Check my mesh. Yeah, it sounds good. All right, let's get this puppy going and go outside. See how she runs. I bet it's gonna be fast as hell. I mean, it was quick with the stock gearing, quick. And just controllable, handles really, really nice, has really good rotation. They are very controllable and fun to drive. I really like it. It has this characteristic with the rotation where if you need the steering all you got to do is just come off the throttle a little, and it won't snap oversteer. It just starts to rotate when you come off the throttle. And so you kind of can steer with the, you know, sharper with coming off the throttle. It's really cool. All right, let's go out front. All right, here it is, the B4. See what it does. Oh yeah. Yeah. I could go a little higher actually, let's see. Yeah, I like it though. It's cooking it up. Rotates really good, handles really good. Tranny's really smooth. It's not so torquey that it just sits and spins out. These are the carpet track pins. I'll probably get some street tires for it, honestly, because these are not gonna last long for what I'm doing here. The alignment is a little bit drifting. Look at that. Very nice. There we go. See, it doesn't snap oversteer, watch. Like a lot of them do. It just rotates. It's really cool how these handle. They're just, because they're so wide, there's a little snap oversteer, but I came off the throttle really hard, but they're so wide for how short the wheelbase is. They just have an interesting driving characteristic. I can see how and why they go really good on a track. On a carpet track, they would just jump good, controllable. And then when you get right back on the throttle, it straightens right out. It's crazy. These have a really cool driving characteristic. I freaking love it. These things are cool. Always wanted one of these. My buddy has a B2 that he just put lots of love into, and it's just wicked fast and quick. And that's the thing about them. They're so light for what they are. You know, they got the nice 3-gear trannies. You put a lot of power through them. They're so light and simple. I can see the appeal. I can see why people love these and why they perform well on a track. I got a little droop in it. It's purposeful. And it likes it. It likes it a lot. Nice and quick. Fun. Nice and quick. Point and shoot. Yeah, this thing just handles so good. I love how it handles. Now the PR handles good too, especially at speed, but it doesn't have the kind of cornering capability that this has. This can turn a tighter, sharper corner. I know I'm not comparing apples to apples, but the wheelbase is kind of what I'm feeling, the difference between, you know, the shorter wheelbase. It just has a cornering characteristic that the PR doesn't have. But the PR is extremely stable at speed, and you can carve out turns at speed like nothing I've ever driven for a buggy. And it stays planted. This stays planted as well. This could deal with the front spoiler, and I've got one that would probably fit. A front shock tower spoiler on this would be really cool for the kind of driving I do. I'm gonna just waste these tires in no time. Need to get those street tires. Yeah, I love that. That oversteer characteristic. It's extremely controllable. And then you just hit the throttle and you're going straight again. You can tell I'm having fun. This thing's super fun to drive and just controllable. Ooh. I don't really want to slap the chassis, so I'm not really taking it out off any jumps or anything. I'm not bashing it too hard. I just trying to feel it out, see what I want to tune on it. Oh, those rear tires are already shot. Look at that. Camera's even. Yeah, rear tires are already shot. We'll get some street tires for it. Those Proline Hot Laps, definitely. Get some Proline Hot Laps. And these wheels are pretty easy to come by, I imagine. The Fan RC wheels. I can even try my existing ones and see if they fit. Oh my gosh, I have an extra set of rears actually already. Yeah, I do. I got an extra set of rears from my RC10 Gold Pan. So hell yeah, those are going on this for sure. Yeah. Nice. Shit, let's go throw them on here. God, I love how this thing handles. We'll just leave the carburetors on the front, throw the hot laps on the rear, and done deal. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's fun. I could gear it up a smidgy. What do you guys think? Should we gear it up some more? Let's go, what do you put on there? 28 tooth? Let's go 29. If I could get the 30 to fit, I think that's the ticket. Yeah, this is fun though. Let's feel the motor. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, dude, that's barely warm. So it's starting to get up there in temp. You know, it's not, I mean, I can keep my thumb on it. It's nice and warm, but before, I mean, it wasn't even getting hot. We could go a little higher, for sure. Definitely go a little higher. Throw the hot laps on this thing. Still some stuff we could do right out the box. But this thing is definitely fun. This is one of my favorite new rides. Now the livery was his, the guy I bought it from, the black and yellow. Now it is pretty cool though. The black and yellow was a great idea. Obviously I'm going to fix the steering here. Drifted a little on me. I'm going to get another body and do my own livery. And you know, body and decals. And I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to do a whole run of gunmetal stuff to fit like the PR, and I love the gunmetal, how they look. But we'll see. Maybe a two-tone gunmetal and black or something. I don't know. Throwing around some ideas. I like neutral colors like that though. I'm not a loud color person, and where I'm not putting it on a track, I don't really need it to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just like neutral colors, that kind of aesthetic. Yeah, this thing's fun. We're gonna gear it up some more and throw those hot laps on, see what happens, okay?